Someone cuts you off in traffic. It's nothing, 5 seconds of your life. And yet you're still thinking about it 20 minutes later, replaying it, getting annoyed all over again like it just happened. Meanwhile, someone else in the same situation just shrugs, forgets it instantly, and moves on with their day. Same event, different reactions. That gap right there between what happens to you and how long it controls you afterward is basically the entire difference between a weak mind and a strong one. And the good news is it's not something you're stuck with. Let's start with what a weak mind actually looks like in real moments. Not as some abstract idea, but as specific things you've probably caught yourself doing. Sign 1, you rehearse arguments that already happened. I'm sure many of us have already done that, me including. So you're in the shower and suddenly you're mid-conversation with someone from 3 days ago. Except this time you're saying the perfect comeback you didn't think of in the moment. This isn't harmless daydreaming. It's your mind still trying to win a fight that's already over, spending energy on something that can't actually be changed anymore. Sign 2. You ask other people what to think before you've decided for yourself. You get some feedback or you make a small decision, and before you've even sat with it for 5 minutes, you're already texting 3 different people asking if you did the right thing. Not because you value their opinion, but because you don't trust your own decision, which makes you sit with it alone. Sign 3. You avoid the conversation instead of having it. Someone did something that actually bothered you. Instead of saying anything, you just get slightly colder towards them, hoping they'll notice and change without you ever having to say the actual sentence. Weeks pass, nothing gets said, and you just quietly build resentment instead. Sign 4. One bad hour turns into a whole bad day. You mess something up first thing in the morning, and by 10 a.m. you've mentally cancelled the entire day. Today is already ruined. Everything after that gets filtered through that one early mistake, even things that had nothing to do with it. Sign 5. You need to feel ready before you try. There is something you actually want to do. Start something, say something, apply for something, but you keep waiting for a feeling of readiness that never quite arrives. So the thing just keeps getting pushed to eventually. Now, here's the same 5 moments, except this time played out by someone with a strong mind instead. The argument that already happened just stays in the past because replaying it doesn't change the outcome. So there's nothing to gain by reliving it. The decision gets made and trusted without needing 3 other people to sign off on it first. The annoyance gets said out loud directly in one honest sentence instead of leaking out sideways for weeks. The bad moment stays exactly the size it actually is. One mistake, not a verdict of the entire day. In every single one of those 5 situations, the actual event was identical. Someone got cut off, made a mistake, felt annoyed, wanted to try something new. The difference was never what happened. It was entirely what happened next inside their own head in the minutes and days after. So here's how you actually shift from the first list to the second, and it comes down to 3 specific things. First, catch yourself mid-replay and interrupt it on purpose. Next time you notice you're mentally rerunning on an old argument or an old mistake, say it out loud if you have to. This already happened. Replaying it changes nothing. It feels almost too simple, but naming what you're doing breaks the loop faster than trying to just force yourself to stop thinking about it. Second, sit with your own decision for at least 1 hour before asking anyone else. Not forever, just long enough to hear your own opinion before you go collecting everyone else's. Most people skip straight to outside opinions because sitting alone with an unconfirmed decision feels uncomfortable. That discomfort is exactly the thing you're training yourself to tolerate. Third, say the uncomfortable sentence instead of getting cold. Next time something bothers you, keep the weeks of distance and just say the actual sentence plainly. Without the drama, you've probably built it up in your head. Hey, that comment earlier actually bothered me. It's almost smaller and much faster than the version you were thinking. None of these fixes are complicated. They're just uncomfortable in a specific, very small always. And that's exactly why most people skip them and stay stuck in the first list instead of the second one. Now tell me, which of the 5 weak mind signs did you recognize in yourself immediately? Mine is replaying the conversations in my head, and I will follow these exact steps. And now drop yours in the comments, and if this one made sense to you, watch this video next.